So went to the Falcons game last night. And y'all, when you go VIP to any sort of sporting event, it's like a whole nother world. Thank you to the Atlanta Falcons for giving us the tickets. We are in a suite right behind the goalpost. It was such an ATL experience. Let me walk you through everything. Primo parking. You know how fucking annoying it is to park at an NFL stadium? Right in the front, baby. We get escorted in the house, okay? I'm in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Dirty Birds. We're getting to walk through the underbelly of the stadium. You know, I'm seeing some of the Falcons players walk by. They're sweaty. I can smell the AstroTurf and the steam coming off their giant quads. I mean, I'm horned up, ready for the game. I got a jersey with my lucky number, which is also 13, which just so happens to also be Taylor Swift's lucky number. It's not a coincidence. I've always been a 13 gal. So they made me my own jersey, and we're getting to walk on the field, take photos. Now, there were a ton of rumors that Taylor Swift was going to be coming to this game because it was the Falcons versus the Chiefs. And the Chiefs obviously won the Super Bowl last year, so they're the big ticket in town. But I knew we were going to have a good game. So everyone's rumbling, mumbling behind the scenes. Yeah, we think, Taylor's got a box. We definitely think she's flying in. She's coming in. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I end up on the Jumbotron in my jersey that says 13. Maybe in a fantasy world, in my pseudoephedrine haze, I thought then they're going to cut to Taylor and she's in her suite. And then they do a split screen and we're both just like, yeah, and they're like, billionaire businesswoman and extremely successful musician Taylor Swift, and then they cut to local Atlanta comedian, and it's just me housing chicken wings behind a goalpost, just like, I love the Falcons. I don't know why I thought that was going to be the social media hit that they were going to put on Sunday night television. Well, Taylor didn't. She didn't make it to the game. I mean, she's been busy. Girl deserves a night off. But let me tell you, it was star-studded. So I am sitting in a suite. Okay, get excited. We got Pookie and Jet. All right. And Pookie and Jet, I've known Pookie through the grapevine, through the interwebs of Atlanta for a long time. She also went to Ole Miss. But Pookie and I have been text buddies for a year now, and we're finally getting to meet in the flesh. So not only do I walk into this suite and I see one of the best catered spreads I've ever seen in my life, I'm already excited because I've got a pork slider, we got lemon pepper wings, we got a pork shoulder, a beautiful charcuterie, some nice turkey sammies, a great French onion dip. Like, I'm already excited for what I'm about to consume in my body. And then I look up and there's pregnant Pookie, and it's just ding, 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 ding. Every single part of my brain and heart was just exploding with joy. So I get to give her a big hug, and we have a great time. We sit down for the game. Who walks in? Offset, one of the Migos. And he's in our box, a bunch of Braves players. So Jeff's like, oh man, we've got a bunch of NFL All-Stars in front of us, Hall of Famers. I mean, Jeff is just geeking out over the athletes. And I'm like, dude, Cardi B's ex-boy is right behind us. And she gave birth about 10 days ago. Did I want to go over and kind of like, you did our girl wrong? I did. I didn't, though, because he's also been through a lot over the last year. So anyways, next to us in the suite, and it's all open, so you can just kind of reach out and touch a friend. Okay, you ready for this ATL royalty? Little John, T.I., 2 Chainz, the incredible Candy Burris, okay, from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and from her many music ventures. Then this was just the great, like, random bullet in the chamber. Alex Toussaint from Peloton, who I love to ride with. I'm like, is that Alex? And then randomly, Joey Chestnut, a.k.a. Jaws, who wins a hot dog eating contest in Coney Island every year on the 4th of July, is there. So he's got his belt on. So I want you to imagine it's like T.I., Candy, Lil Jon, 2 Chainz, and then there's just Joey Chestnut, the hot dog competition guy. So apparently it was free hot dog night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So at any point during, the commercial breaks, they would put on the Jumbotron. It was like 2-for-1 hot dogs, free hot dogs. Your boy Arthur Blank, who owns the Falcons and the stadium, was like, all you can eat. Just show up, get your dogs. So that's why Joey Chestnut's there, because at one point they had him do a hot dog eating contest. And so they keep panning to people chowing down on hot dogs, chugging beers. And then I realize that Joey Chestnut leaves the suite. I'm like, oh, they just pulled him. I saw a producer pull him. I guarantee at this next commercial break, he's about to just chow down dogs. Now, I got to be honest with you. I've literally, no pun intended, I've never been able to stomach watching gluttonous hot dog eating. I don't find joy in it. I don't find it competitive and fun and exciting. It's the same way I think I feel about cage fighting, like UFC. It's just, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I look away. What I did want to see, though, is what Joey Chestnut did after he devoured like 10 hot dogs in 10 seconds. Okay, something insane. Boy comes back to the suite, cracks open 2 Bud Lights, and is just hitting brew dogs like nothing happened. If I have one pig in a blanket and like one, I don't know, high noon, a seltzer, I am literally in the corner just burping and like kind of hitting my chest aggressively for the next 45 minutes. I don't know what kind of routine this guy does. I don't know if he's on the Maalox, the Nexium. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if he also then eats the hot dogs and pulls the trigger. I had a notes app open on my phone with follow-up questions to ask him how he fucking consumes all of these wieners. And then I saw him come back and kick his feet up to watch the rest of the game. And he had 2 beers in his hands. And I was like, you know what? I think that, one, I don't want answers to these questions. And this dude is such a professional. I just want to let him sit back. He had his golden belt on that he clearly, wins every year at the hot dog eating contest, and he's just drinking his beers like nothing fucking happened. Meanwhile, I had a fourth a cup of the buffalo chicken dip that was fucking delicious from the suite, and I literally, Jeff's like, you have to turn your head the other way because your acid reflux is so bad. I got Pookie and Jet in front of me. Pookie's pregnant. I'm trying not to burp over her head. The makeup's flawless. Her blowout looks great. I'm enjoying the game, but every 3 seconds, it's a little, I was getting a little tickle in the throat.